Yo, it's Ravi. I'm just randomly chilling here on the side of the road in Puebla, Mexico, and I'm going to be going to Mexico City today, which is going to be beautiful, and I'm going to have an amazing time there. Probably be out there for like a week and then go to Puerto Vallarta and hang out on the beach for a bit, and then keep working on myself because it's time for going all in again when I land in New York City in April. But right now, what I want to share with you is actually just a really personal element of my journey that I want you to know. I want to be really transparent about. So for all intents and purposes, I'm an example of an individual who you could say, when it comes to like extreme hard case people, when it comes to extremely toxic, depressed, mentally ill, kind of chronically negative, chronically insecure case studies of people who came to change their dating and social situation. I'm an example of a guy who came from a horrible background and who started and who got coaches and mentors and who actually got really fucking good results in an impossible situation, changed himself. I could go on and on and on about the achievements, like such as losing over 100 pounds, such as going on like 10,000 approaches, such as getting 200 plus dates from dead zero, nothing, dirt nothing at 30, other than fucking suicidal depression for like 10 years. So for all intents and purposes, you could say, Ravi, you are an inspiration. Ravi, you are the man. Ravi, you are someone who went from absolutely ground zero, dirt nothing. You've traveled the world. You live a really interesting life. And honestly, man, I date loads of women and I have loads of success and I'm like, girls like me now. It's been a mad journey, bro. It really has. And even with all of that I've shared to you, you'd think a guy would be pretty fucking grateful and happy, wouldn't you? Huh? Would you think that? Would you think that? What's kind of disgusting, and I have to be really accountable here, is that there was a point at which, like, I don't know, like maybe like 6 or 7 months ago, where my life was looking far better. I'd achieved things of like, I was in a business partnership at that time, which, you know, ultimately dissolved and I got like fucked over massively. But at the time it was looking like, oh shit, I'm gonna get really rich. Oh shit, I'm also like having sex with like loads of beautiful girls right now. Oh shit, I'm a fucking success story. And then, to cut a long story short, which I don't need to go into here, that completely imploded. I lost a tremendous amount of money, got fucked over massively, ended one of my best friendships, to be quite honest with you. And also, a lot of the guys I was seeing, hey man, I just kind of like, it came to a head. And I remember one morning waking up knowing that I've got like a rotation of like quite attractive girls. And I'm basically so distorted that I'm anxious about checking my phone because I think I'm going to get ghosted. I'm anxious about them like just randomly leaving because I think to myself, oh, this always happens to me. You know, I get somewhere, but then it all gets fucked up. And I noticed a broader pattern of like self-fulfilling prophecy in my life that I would get up here and move and push and get somewhere, and then it'd fucking implode every time. And it was when I really hit rock bottom there, this is like 6-7 months ago now, about that, maybe a bit less actually, honestly, it's been a bit of a blur, that I realized, okay, something is really wrong with me because I can't stop this pattern from happening in my life. And it was at that point that I fucking humbled myself totally and asked Coach D, you have to fucking help me, dude. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know what's happening. I can't get out of this. Please, I'm stuck. I will do anything. Long story short, me and Coach D start working more intensively together. As you can see, I'm now business partner in this. I'm now actually under his tutelage learning. And to be clear, I have to fucking work for him. All these videos it's my job. Being an internet marketer in this company, working for Coach D, is my job. And I'm extremely grateful for that, because here's the thing that I learned. Like, when I look at who I am in terms of how I relate to man and woman now, it is night and fucking day different from how I was a couple years ago. Night and fucking day. I'm now able to get attraction now to have a pretty good situation for myself, but it is remarkable to me, absolutely remarkable to me, that the demons and fucking mind parasites that I had in my head that made me an involuntary celibate in the first place went so fucking deep that they changed my fundamental frame of how I saw reality, and I understood I was living in a reality which was a self-fulfilling prophecy, wherever there was a story I was telling myself that no matter how hard I push and how hard I grind, I might get some outcomes, but I'm probably gonna end up fucked over again. And because that was an underlying story that I was telling myself, would you believe, and this drives me nuts, it kept manifesting. And I fucking saw that I was at the root of all that. I was at the root of this insanity. So as a brave move, what you gotta do when you truly wake up to your actual deeper spiritual and unconscious situation of what your unconscious beliefs and paradigms is doing to you, what I did was a ballsy move, bro. And maybe you might have to do this at some point, but basically I went full monk and ended up, even though the people who helped me out were beautiful people, helped me out tremendously, love them to death, eternally grateful, every single one of them is going to be a massively important factor in my story, and I shout them all out. These people are legends, beautiful, love them to death, do anything for them. But guess what? I had to cut every single human being off because I understood where I've ended up, how I've distorted my mind, the cognitive patterns I've gotten myself into is now such a deep unconscious holding pattern. I'm basically never gonna get myself out of this shit unless I do something very radical and change. You know what I did? Fucking all in. Monk mode. Sat here in a little fucking Airbnb in Mexico, stopped speaking to absolutely everyone. And again, not on bad terms. These people are my friends. I will reconnect with them somewhere down the line, but I just said I've got a problem that runs so emotionally deep that I'm gonna keep doing this to myself unless I change. Stopped speaking to everyone, every single, and these relationships I built up for years, dude, people I loved, respected and all that shit. Stopped speaking to absolutely everyone, like literally everyone, monk mode, and recreated my psyche, went really deep into my mind. Really fucking deep into my unconscious, spent months asking myself, how am I so insane that I'm waking up next to beautiful women multiple times a week and I'm telling myself, oh bro, but look, you know, you could be out here doing this, you could be getting this. Like, how are you so insane, Ravi, that you went from literally dirt nothing a couple years ago, virgin, untouchable, to you're getting attraction, you're just owning a fucking room now. You're just a confident, ballsy, charismatic motherfucker now. Like, what I realized was pretty much this. My self-image was so distorted from the previous 14 years of getting my fucking head smashed in by life that even doing all the outer work and getting results wasn't enough to snap me out of my chronic, deep insecurity, negativity. And the fundamental boiling point was in Mexico City. Like, the last time I went there, I have not been back since. It was when I realized my business partnership is fucking imploded because I'm with a psychopath who doesn't even have any concept of reality. This dude's insane. I'm with, even though he actually helped me at the start. He actually helped me quite a lot, would you believe? I'm fucking emotionally not going there deep enough with women, and like there's something that's affecting me because I can't feel gratitude, I can't feel safety, I can't feel trust. Like, I'm actually pushing some of these women away, and I recognize that I was the root cause, I was the problem, and I recognize also who I am when it comes to relating to man and woman has got missing pieces. There are pieces of the puzzle I myself have not resolved yet. And I had to go, and look, I've already taken many people's time, you know, I've already had great people helping me and stuff. Basically, bro, what it came down to, it was like, once I saw what Coach D can do, I basically decided in my core, I don't care how long this takes. If it takes 100 years to be able to do what Coach D does, so be it. Because basically that was the guy who really broke my brain. Because I can't even, my mind generates a lot of excuses, right? Like, I'm a 6'5" guy with, you could even describe it as like a rather hard-faced, you know, look, I'm an Indian guy, right? But guess what? Coach D's very, like, he's a little bit of black in him, a little bit of this, a little bit of Asian. He's got a lot of different things going on. And he actually looks quite similar to me. A little bit different, sure, but like, that was the guy that really broke my fucking brain, and just, like, honestly couldn't use it. And there was no excuses after that point. But then the piece of the puzzle that I had to kind of get was like, why can't I shift my internal frame? Why can't I actually shift my internal reality? Why can't I actually just be here, secure, happy, satisfied with what I've got, right? And that was a really difficult challenge for me. That took a lot of like introspection and deep self-awareness to kind of bust out of that, even understand it was happening in the first place. So what I had to do was actually come to a point of complete accountability and ownership, and being able to say, Ravi, you, my friend, you have some things to fix. There's parts of this that I need to truly take care of now. And what it fundamentally boiled down to, I had to accept that my image, my belief system, the way I see the world, all of that, through months of fucking solitary introspection here in a small town in Mexico, not speaking to a fucking soul other than Coach D, I had to come to this dawning realization that my unconscious brain was so infected by these like negative paradigms that I have to basically recreate myself and recreate how I see the world and install like a totally new set of principles, because I had fully exhausted my old ones, fully and fucking completely. And my truth to you as you watch this today is this: you just have to reinvent yourself a couple times as you go through this journey, because if you've had a rough one like I have in the past and like Coach D had, your concept of yourself is in your unconscious. It's not in your consciousness. All the things that are probably holding you back are your current configuration of relationships and the way you speak to people and all of these sorts of things, the way you are, the way they see you. It all bleeds into maintaining your current level of consciousness. And as I stepped away, again, with gratitude, these were amazing people. Everyone was awesome. I stepped away because I realized how my brain is just like wired at this point with all these like faulty beliefs and paradigms and shit. What I'm going to essentially have to do is fully rewrite this from a new set of principles, a new set of paradigms, and start again. Literally at 5 years in, start again. But with abundance thinking, with limitless thinking, with new paradigms that basically anything's possible with enough social and romantic skill. And that's what you're going to see me do now. So I'm essentially posting this for accountability. So you know, look, this stuff is really about how you relate to man and woman alike. It's really just how you are in the world. And it's going to be too loud to continue the video now, but I'll say, outer results, right? Sometimes that's enough to change your actual mental concept and image. Yeah, for many years actually. And even guys like Coach D will say, well, for many that does it. But if that's not you, then there is another thing to address, and that's this. You, certainly if you're following a guy like me, may need to really deeply change your internal frame. That takes a lot of discipline, and you need to go towards like genuine abundance, genuine like openness, presence, patience, love for life, love for man and woman alike, a pro-social, just happy dude, chill, not holding tension within yourself, all of that type of shit, not really caring what people think, just being a very open, expanded individual is probably what you're going to have to come to. Because otherwise what happens is you can get all these outward results, which I did, everyone knows that, and you'll probably just fall back into a really shit, chronically negative, chronically insecure holding pattern. Because that's what got you to have so many issues in the fucking first place. What do you do about it? Because I'm conscious you're probably drifting now and you probably think I'm rambling. The biggest thing that I found, and what I'm totally locked in on now, is you have to recondition your brain for positivity, recondition your brain for an abundance mindset, recondition your brain for achievement, because the likelihood is you came up in situations subconsciously which were situations of fear, which were situations of like lack, scarcity, all that type of shit. And therefore, every single time you exit your level of consciousness or exit your paradigm and principle, all that happens is negative emotions go up, danger signals start screaming, and no matter who you are, the body and brain's going to prioritize survival. So you're going to fall back into those patterns, get really angry, get really mad, and it's over again. As I did this journey, Some people thought, oh, maybe he's got this, he's got that. Now, bro, I had to dig and figure this shit out. It's called self-sabotage, subconscious self-sabotage. And if you've got a software program running in your unconscious that is going to keep self-sabotaging you, then you're always going to end up back in square motherfucking one. So if you want to break out of that, just follow this channel. I'll tell you exactly what to do. And I already know what's going to happen because I've already went through so many journeys. I've already went through so many levels on this journey, so many fucking levels I've already done. The next level for me is breaking this particular issue down. I'm a very high achieving person. I always achieve. So this one, I've struggled with it for a long time because I didn't really know what it is. For this one, I'm going to break this one down, and on the other side of it, you're going to see results will get a lot better than what they are currently. In terms of general social magnetism, awareness, freedom, whatever the fuck. And yeah, when we go back in, boys, we're going to go hard. And that's happening. So I'm going to wrap this like random, off the cuff set of thoughts up now. Got to go shower up after the gym. And I'm going to fucking hit the road, man. Go to Mexico City, tear it up for a week there. Then go to Puerto Vallarta, tear it up there. And then probably chill here for a bit and then go to New York. And life is good, man. Life is abundant. Life is beautiful, man. If you work on yourself and become a genuinely happy person who is no longer hounded by his own insecurities, you can actually draw a lot of state from within and be in your own frame in reality. And once you're there, like once your brain is on your fucking side, I've already seen it. Self-sabotage, right? If you've got this problem, it takes a while to like click in. I didn't even know I had these programs running in my head. For the first like 2 years, I was limitless because I had like, genuinely I thought achievement was impossible for me because of my background. When it was like so clear that no, that's not how it works, only then did self-sabotage like go thermonuclear with me and tear myself down. And I tried a lot, all sorts of stuff to fix it, couldn't do it. Then I got more therapists, blah, blah, blah. I kept learning from different mentors and coaches. And eventually Lynn taught me really what self-sabotage and decisions are. And now, boys, I'll fucking peel back the layers right in front of you, in front of your eyes, man. Because I do love this space. I do care about this space. And if I say something sometimes that are like a little bit idiotic and whatever, understand I'm a man on my journey. And Coach D, of course, is my mentor. And I've had many in the past who were, again, really great people. But this time, as we go forward, I'm going to go all in. Because that is truly what I believe is required for a very, very hard case person to truly achieve his full human potential and be all he can be. So yeah, that's what this business is going to be about for me. True self-actualization. And as I do that, showing you all what the fuck it takes and giving you the roadmap. All right, so anyway, guys and girls who are interested in me and watch this stuff, much love, much respect. And yeah, thanks for listening to me today. I appreciate it. And if you're obviously landing at this video and you're new, I'd love you to subscribe. This is a really warm, open, welcoming channel. Like if you're a man or woman, old, young, whatever, you're welcome to be here and just participate however you want to participate, man. And have your opinion and be heard. It's all good. So yeah, I'm locked in and I'll leave you at that for now. Subscribe if you haven't already, like, drop a comment, and let's just expand. Let's go.